I'm Juan Rodriguez. I'm an associate member of technical staff, and I'm in the new department of VAST, which stands for Vehicle Autonomy System and Trust. So ever since I was young, my strong suit was always math, and that kind of influenced my decisions. And my father, he worked at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena. So every once in a while, he'd take me and my siblings to take your kid to work day. That kind of sparked little seeds in my life. I went to high school. That's when I was trying to figure out what am I going to do with my life. And my favorite subject by far was physics. Once I ended up going to college, I went to Cal State University Long Beach, where my curiosity expanded. Because that's when I really got into the depth of things, where I actually started learning more about space. And that's where I ended up joining a rocket club. And that's probably where I got my most experience. My first time hearing about aerospace was actually one of my members on the team got an internship. She was a year older than me. And that kind of sparked an idea in my mind, like, let me try to apply to this company. No one really talks about it. And I just spammed my applications until finally someone hit me up and said, yeah, we want you as an intern. So in my department, I work primarily in the cave lab. And I guess the big goal that we have right now for the cave lab is to develop a test bed where we'll eventually bring in customers to perform a lot of testing, especially for rendezvous proximity operations, some docking maneuvers, and we're going to use all our assets there to test it out here on the ground before we try it eventually in space. So day to day would be, go to the lab and, depending on what my task is, collect data on a certain robot. So right now I'm working on one of our rovers, straight from the manufacturer. It had a little bit of defects, and that's going to affect our actual test beds, since not everything is perfect, but we need it to be very precise. So we're just working on building a model for that rover and collecting the data, processing it, looking at what it looks like, and making the proper adjustments to fit our requirements. I love aerospace culture. There's so many genius people here at this company that I surprisingly have, almost direct access to. So if I have any question, every problem, I can go up to those higher level people, and they'll help me out. And another thing that I like about aerospace culture is, everyone says it, but it's truly, it exists. The work-life balance is great. I never have to worry about coming home late. I can focus on my family and also focus on work whenever needed.